What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel. Last time we started Chapter 4, which brought us to the month of July in the year 1204. We are currently at the night or evening before our free day. We were kind of seeing what everyone's been up to. Fee and Laura still having their issues. Elliot seems to be shouldering something. Just seems like there's a lot going on with all these characters, so... Tomorrow will be the free day, we'll have some jobs to do, and then of course do the old schoolhouse again, so let's head back to the dorms. Should I go back to the dormitory? Yep. Let's head back. I guess there are cicadas in Trista too. When I hear them, I always feel like that's when summer's really arrived. Nightheart! Instructor Nightheart? Yes, are you heading out too? Indeed, I have some business to take care of with my division, so I'll be returning there tomorrow. With that on the agenda, I thought it was wise to finish the day's work early. Your division? Oh yeah, you were sent here by the Imperial Army, right? Correct. Though because of that, it's difficult to keep a regular schedule here. Anyway, while I'm here, I want to acknowledge the work you did during your field study last month. You mean the incident in Nord? The same. Reading the Army's report, it seems like armed conflict with the Republican Army was a real possibility. And while the Intelligence Division no doubt had a hand in resolving the conflict, you and the other members of your group played an integral part in averting a war. You deserve credit for that. Thanks? You haven't been able to find out anything about that man with the glasses, have you? The one who hired the mercenaries and introduced himself as Gideon? Regrettably not. The Intelligence Division is looking into his identity, but they don't appear to have found anything yet. Personally, I wouldn't be at all surprised if they had discovered something already, but just chose not to share it with us. I see. Schwarzer, I'll be the first to admit you performed admirably out there. But I assume you're aware that luck played a large part in your success. Well, Reading your report, the number of arbitrary decisions stood out to me. For an army to function, its members need to work together as a unit, united under the will of its commander. As an organization, it can't perform at its best if its members disregard authority and act on instinct. You've already been over this in class, I believe. Yes, Instructor. I realize now that our actions in Nord were rash, and they made things harder for the Lieutenant General. If it weren't for our inexperience, we might have been able to capture the men in glasses, too. If you understand that, then I have nothing further to say on the matter. It's not my intent to belittle your efforts. Your report indicates that you were forced to make a number of split-second decisions. I'm not suggesting that there's no place for flexibility and independent thought in an organization like the Army, but it's vital for you to understand the reasoning behind and the importance of that structure and to respect it. Yes, Instructor. Teaching cadets to respect and work within the system should be the job of their class instructor. Though, considering her background, I was foolish to expect that of her. Her? You're talking about Instructor Sarah? Indeed, granted. She's quite skilled, but she lacks the disposition and diligence of a soldier. I understand she didn't come from an army background with her position, but with her position, one would hope she would pick up on the basics. Oh, so, do you know what Instructor Sarah did before she became an instructor here? Oh, is she keeping mum about that? I just assumed you're already aware. Before she came to Thor, Sarah was... Uh-oh. Instructor Sarah.
まったく綺麗なお姉さんの過去が気になるのはわかるけど、だからといって頭の固い軍人さんにあんまり影響されちゃダメよ。杓子定規で身動き取れなくなる可能性だってあるんだからね。
Instructor?
言ってくれる。行き当たりばったりの即席教官に 善とある士官候補生が導けるとはとても思えんがな。
さすがは最強と言われる第4機甲師団のエースですこと。両方軍のように伝統と格式を重んじるような口ぶりですけど。
These two really don't seem to get along. First Sharon, now Instructor Neidhart. Instructor Sarah almost seems like she's spoiling for a
お
fight.
やサラ教官にナイトハルト教官。
Instructor Thomas. I think it's the first time we've actually heard him speak. Why do they seem very unhappy to see him? Instructor Thomas?
おお、リン君も一緒でしたか。なんだか楽しそうですね。私もご一緒していいでしょうか。
いや、
あ、ちょっと挨拶をしてただけでして。ほらリン、ボケっとしてないで早く寮に帰らないと。
We do?
そうだ。ここで会ったのも何かの縁でしょう。これから町の居酒屋で親睦を温めるとしましょうか。お二人とも結構イケる口ですよね。
いや、自分は。
今日は自分の部屋で一人で静かに飲みたいなって。
まあ遠慮なさらず。そうだ。せっかくだからリン君もご一緒しませんか。
I don't think so.
アルコールはダメですけど、それ以外ならおごってあげますよ。
No, it's quite alright. You teachers are always so busy, I'd hate to get in the way of your quality bonding time. So if you'll excuse me, I'll be sure to let Sharon know that you're having dinner out tonight, Instructor.
ちょっと。こら、なんて白状な生徒なの。
I mean, this is just payback for all the stuff you put on him.
それじゃあ私たちも行くとしましょうか。
いや、自分は本当に明日の朝早くに出るので。
Chapter 4, A Midsummer's Revels. Yeah, let's hang out in the dormitory. See what everyone's up to. We haven't gotten to do this in a while. Do we have... Okay, I guess we can just go into everyone's rooms now. I have to admit, I'm a little sad I won't be able to go to the summer festival this year. Since I grew up in Heimdallar, I've looked forward to it every summer. That and... And what? Ah, just forget I said anything. Elliot's got something on his mind. Good evening, Reen. Hey there, Makia. Still studying, huh? That's great, but make sure to call it a night before it gets too late. Don't worry, I will. Once it starts getting warmer, it'll probably be easier to focus on studying during the mornings and evenings. That's why I figured it's a good idea to start easing myself into new studying hours right now. I see. Looking around, I can't help but be impressed at how neat and nice and tidy your room is. I guess that shouldn't be a surprise, though. You've always seemed like the type to keep everything in its place. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Of course. Well, it's just easier to concentrate in a clean room. You should keep yours in order, too. A clean room is a relaxing place. Yeah, I should probably take your advice to heart there. Although, realistically, I feel like a night like tonight, it probably doesn't matter how late they stay up, since obviously tomorrow's the free day. I mean, obviously they have clubs and stuff, but... What are you drawing, guys? I came up with a great idea for a painting during our field study last month. I'm in the middle of roughing out the composition for it at the moment. Nice, I look forward to seeing the finished piece. Haha, sorry to say, but this one's gonna take me a while. I have plenty of other projects to work on too, so I'm planning on doing this painting at a nice, relaxed pace. But don't worry, I plan on showing all of you when it's done, so I hope you look forward to it. Sounds good to me. Eustace Alberea. What are you up to, Eustace? I'm cleaning my horse riding gear. It got dirtier than I expected while I was out riding on the highway today. Well, at least it looks like you're having fun in the riding club. I can understand that, though. Riding those horses across the North Highlands on our field study felt fantastic. It really did. If we ever had the opportunity to do so again, I certainly wouldn't complain. First time we're actually allowed in his room. Alright, are any of the girls upstairs? It's like all of them except one. Oh, well, that's because Laura's right here. Huh. It's rare to hear you sigh like that. I'm feeling tired, that's all. Lately, between swimming lessons and club practice, I feel like I've spent more time in the water than out. I guess I still have a long way to go, haha. Her clash with feet must really be bothering her. Oh, we can just enter. It definitely feels like summer here. Summer's here now that our swimming lessons have started. I was thinking about going to the boutique to buy some new clothes, but I don't know if I should. We're almost always in our uniforms, so there probably isn't that much point. Our summer uniforms are fairly comfortable too. I guess I shouldn't buy trendy clothes if I won't have a chance to wear them. It's logical, but still disappointing. I mean, you like clothes, you like clothes. Okay. Oh, Reen. Are you okay, Fee? You were kind of spacing out there. I'm fine. Did you need something? Not really, I just want... Wait, what are you sitting on? Weapons, explosives, all that good stuff. Well, just be careful with those. I know how to handle them. That's probably a bad thing, though. Huh? Nothing. I'm going to sleep. Night. Yeah, good night. Here, let's say hi to Emma real quick. Go downstairs, see if Sarah's back yet. Good evening, Reen. Evening, Emma. Say, aren't those cards the kind people use for fortune telling? That's right, they're called tarot cards. So the kind that Scheherazade used. My grandmother taught me how to use them. Girls really seem to be in that fortune telling stuff, huh? Well, how about you read my fortune? Just something simple's fine, of course. Something simple. Let's go with this then. Emma thoroughly shuffled her cards and picked one. The Wheel of Fortune in the upright position. This card represents chance, change, and turning points in life. So a general reading would suggest that you're approaching a major turning point in your life. Huh, that's a bit vague, isn't it? Haha, sorry, I'm still learning the finer points of reading the cards. I am rather curious about this result, though. Yeah, I mean, with what she was talking to her cat about, or the cat, seems that Reen is some kind of key or something, assuming they were talking about him. If not, then someone is a key. Sarah's back. I'm back! Woo, it's been a while since I got this plastered. Don't tell me you and Instructor Neidhart were trying to outdrink each other. Of course not, he hardly even drank anything. Now Instructor Thomas, though, wow, you should have seen him drain those beers. I did my best to rise to the challenge, of course, but he just kept chugging away. It's like the booze didn't even faze him. What, like Ina? Well, knowing you, I'm sure you'll shake it off after a good night's rest. Really, though, have you ever thought about drinking in moderation? I think I've heard of it before, long ago. I'm not sure what she thinks I'm talking about, but I doubt it's what I actually said. And then I assume Sharon's in here. Yep. Lady Sarah returned home a few moments ago. Master Neidhart was even such a gentleman as to escort her back, too. I see. I guess it does take a gentleman to escort a stone-dead drunk back home when he's plenty busy himself. It would seem that Lady Sarah had an enjoyable evening drinking with her co-workers. I wouldn't be opposed to the idea of joining them sometime should the opportunity present itself. I get the feeling she'd place on the list of monster drinkers. Wouldn't surprise me. Alright, well, we've talked to everybody. I don't think we can go out. So I assume... Oh, wasn't this just a storage room before? Or was that this one? That might be this one. Yeah, this is the storage room. So since Sarah stays upstairs, this bedroom is obviously for Sharon. What's that picture? Can we get a closer look? I wish you could go like first person mode. I don't think we really can. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see it. Oh well. Alright, let's head back up to the room and call it a night. It'll be time to start our free day. Should I call it a day? Yep. Good night, Reen. I was going to say unless he listens to the radio, but I think that'll be tonight when he does that. At the end of the free day. Alright, how many? Oh, only one required today. Snapped, Fidelio. Oh, something about a picture. Ah, okay, here's Bridget. Yeah, something about Alan. And Old Schoolhouse. So literally you could just head to the Old Schoolhouse. I guess they figure maybe at this point that players would be kind of tired of doing other stuff, maybe? I don't know. Wow, they sure didn't hold back on the request this time. Looks like the only must-do is exploring the Old Schoolhouse again, though. Guess I should start by figuring out which ones to take care of. The Old Schoolhouse can wait till later. This is the first free day I've had since we switched over to the summer uniforms. Whew. It'll probably get hot later, but since it's nice right now, I may as well get the show rolling. We have 3 bonding events. Who are our options? Gaius, Sarah, Alisa, Machias, and then Emma and Eustace, and Fee. So I think we'll go with Fee, Alisa, and Sarah we'll go with. So we'll take care of those right now. Oh, I'm clearly going in the wrong place. No Sharon today, it seems. In the dorms. It's not a video unless my HDMI decides to switch every little bit. Whenever it decides to come back. There we go. Alright. So... seems like Gaius is the only one in the dorm. He's probably just spending his free day doing his painting in his room. This is our first bonding event with Sarah. Okay, let's boogie. Huh, I wonder what she's heading onto the highway for. I mean, it is her, so I probably don't need to be too concerned. Should I follow after her? Yeah. Right, let's go. I wonder if there are any rules about leaving town. Is she planning on taking all of them by herself? Heh, looks like I've got no shortage of dance partners today. Alright, time's a-wasting. So let's get started. Hope you all can keep up. Instructor! Reen, what are you doing out here? It's too dangerous to fight this many on your own. Let me help. Aw, I'm touched. I think I've got this, though. Why don't you just sit back and watch? And begin. There we go. Easy peasy. Wow, you beat those monsters so hard, I almost feel bad for them. Haha, how do you like that? Willing to admit how awesome and cool your instructor is now? Well, I can't deny your skill, at least. So you came out here to train, then? Pretty much. I wander out here every now and then to get a lay into the wildlife. A gal's gotta stay in shape somehow, you know? I guess I look pretty dumb rushing in to try and help you out, huh? It's not entirely true. I appreciate the sentiment, at least. Seeing you dashing in, all worried about little old me, it made me smile. Alas, dear Reen, I don't want to break your sweet young heart, but we're teacher and student, it'd never work out. Tragic. How will I ever cope? Anyway, now that you're here, you might as well get in on the fun. Think of it as a special private lesson, just for you. Well, ignoring how staggeringly easy it would be to misinterpret that, sure, I'll join you. In fact, I'd be glad to. Attaboy. And so, Reen joined Instructor Sarah in a wild brawl against the monsters on the highway. After he'd spent the last of his stamina, he made his way back to the dorm. Well, there you have it. Well, color me surprised. I never expected you to be so concerned that you just had to chase after me like that. That did end up making for a pretty good training session, though. And a tough one at that. I wouldn't mind joining you again, though. I'll keep you in mind for next time, then. Well, there you have it. Alisa is at the boutique, so we'll go say hi to her. Oh, there's Sharon. I'm sure that Master Gwyn would be overjoyed to receive a thoughtful gift from you, Lady Alisa. I do hope you can find something suitable. I'm really not sure what to pick. What kind of clothes would he like? Are you getting something for Gwyn? Yeah, Sharon's helped me pick out some clothes for him to wear in the fall. I was lucky enough to meet with him on last month's field study. It only feels right to send him a little gift. That's really nice of you. And probably pretty practical, too. The Highlands seem like they'll get really cold once summer's over. They should arrive just in time if we send them in the next few days. All we need to do is find something that actually suits him. I might be able to help her out, sure. Would you like me to help you pick something? I mean, I'm a guy and I wear clothes, so... Really? Nice of you to offer. A more masculine perspective would be much appreciated. I trust that you will pick out something fitting, Master Reen. We'll see. Oh, this jacket looks nice. He does like the dress pretty well, so maybe something like this would be good. A splendid idea. I'm sure he'd prefer that to a gift that reflects his age. However, he might not have many opportunities to wear this over in Nord. You're probably right. How about getting him something for his outdoor activities? He really seems to like driving around and fishing. That's a good idea. You know all that stuff pretty well, don't you? I guess this is your chance to shine. Here's hoping I don't disappoint. Let's start by taking a look over there. How about these boots? They're not bad, but I don't think they'll be that sturdy since they're casual wear. Gwyn's more likely to have hiking boots or something like that already. That's true. Hey, one of those hats over there might work. I think he'd look good in a hat, and it'd be pretty practical since he spends so much time outside. You're right, let's go have a look. Hee. How about this one? Looks good to me. The design on it's nice, so I think he'll like it. Great, then we have our gift. Sharon, could you... Huh? Where'd she go? Something tells me she disappeared while our attention was on the hats. Maybe she was trying to give us some alone time. Dang it, Sharon. Well, either way, let's take this up to the register. Sharon's probably gone back to the dorm. We can show her later. Yeah, thanks, Reen. Well, there you have it. The one thing to kind of mention, I probably should have mentioned this earlier, it is important to kind of decide who you really want to focus on for, like, bonding events and stuff, because at the end of the game, it's a little different than the previous game, since the previous arcs kind of had defined, well, more of the Sky games had defined relationships, and Zero is more pushed in one direction, but it's still kind of open. But in this game, it's really just kind of like, okay, which girl do you want to see Rean end up with type deal? Or have him be interested in, rather. And there is, depending on what level you have characters at, you'll be able to choose between them at the end of the game for a special, like, final bonding scene. And you'll get that within all 4 Cold Steel games. There'll be a final bonding scene. So you can do what I did my first time playing through, where I pretty much picked a girl from the first game, and that's what I stuck with. Or you could, you know, change it up. You start to like a different character more as time goes on. I don't know what I'm gonna do for this. I might go with who I went first, which, you know, I'll save that for later so I don't spoil anything. But for right now, just making sure you have your options open. I don't know, maybe my feelings will change as we get further along. Thanks for helping us pick the hat out. I'm sure he'll love it. Trust Sharon to pull off a stunt like that, though. Oh, we are going to have words. I'm sure you are. Alright, let's go say hi to Fee, which she is at... Oh, she's in the infirmary. Okay. Oh, hey, Rosine. And that's why I'm so excited for the upcoming performance here. Oh, how about this? Well, how about that? I'm a big fan of music, too. I'll be there for sure. Yeah, I'm sure you're definitely there for the music, kiddo. Alright, Fee is in the, oh god. You there, button up that shirt. It may be summer, but only simpletons use as an excuse to look sloppy. Sorry, he's even stricter than usual today. What button? Everything's buttoned up. Looks like she's sleeping. Well, I'd rather have her sleep than here than outside. Should I watch over her for a while? Yes. I'll go get a chair. Or rather, I'll go ask Instructor Beatrix if I can. Dramatic music. She's been going through so much lately. I can't blame her for being exhausted. Seems like she's sound asleep. Instructor Beatrix. Thanks for always taking care of Fee. Oh, please, it's my pleasure. Besides, how could I decline a request from Instructor Sarah herself? Instructor Sarah asked you to do this? Yes, indeed. She's told me a bit about Fee's past, too. Not everything, of course, but just what's pertinent. Her past as a Jaeger, for instance. It's a good thing, too, since it seems like it's the root of some of her recent troubles. I see. Instructor Beatrix, can I ask you to keep taking care of Fee from here on out? Of course, she's such a pleasant girl. But I can't provide more than a bed to sleep on. After all, it's a student's job to sort their problems out. It's part of growing up, really. I suppose you're right. But it's not just up to her, is it? Every member of Class 7 needs to work as one, so we need to make sure that she has our support. We're all in this together. Glad to see you're so perceptive. Don't worry about me so much. Well now, good morning, Fee. Did we wake you up? No, I'm still asleep. What'd you think would happen if you started droning on right next to me? Sorry. Don't be. Thanks. Fee, I'm going back to bed. Wake me if you need me. That didn't take long. She was raised on the battlefield, but she's able to sleep peacefully when other people are around. I'd say that's quite the achievement, wouldn't you? Definitely. I'll do whatever I can to make sure she can always feel at ease. There you have it. Alright, that's our 3 bonding events. I think we can take on at least one of the side jobs while we're here. Oh, hey, it's Mr. Lovebird. I'm hardly fit to call myself a lady. All it takes is the sight of Alex's face to make me lose composure and fly into a rage. Worry not, my sweet sister. An unrequited desire to become friends. The flames of desire burning you up inside. This is a situation we must all face at some point in our lives. What? You cannot honestly believe that I wish to be friends with the likes of her? Well, I guess he's not all torn up right now about his his love interest, I guess you could say. Alright, so let's figure out where we're going for one of these. Let's do the photo one. Okay, so photography club's club room. So we have to go to the student council building. Student union, rather. Oh, Eustace is over here. The tea here is of considerable quality. Haha, you looking pretty comfortable. Have you been coming here often lately? You might say that. I've been caught up in some bothersome circumstances, as it were. Oh? Well, pay it no mind. It's nothing but a trifle, really. I'm sure we would have learned about it had we actually talked to him. Oh, hey, Crow. Man, if only we could bet on the races. I'd be rolling out here on a wave of Mira. Watching them is fun enough, but it's just not the same without the cash online. Know what I mean? We'll just have to deal with it. Rules are rules, unfortunately. But speaking of, I read something very interesting in a magazine the other day. Interesting, you say? I'm all ears. Well, I guess we're not going to learn what that is. We can go say hi to Toa while we're here as well. Oh, it's voiced. I sure did. I'm actually working through it right now.
よかった。今朝は少し寝ぼけてたから、ちゃんと郵便受けに入れたか不安だったんだ。やっぱり持ち帰りの仕事を遅くまでやってちゃダメだね。
You're working too hard. Wait, you're saying you deliver them personally first thing in the morning?
登校のついでにだけど。
On your way? Our dorm is anything but on the way to the academy from yours. It's the opposite direction. I had no idea you were going that far out of the way for me.
私たちの方が助けてもらってるんだし。今日もどうかよろしくお願いするね。
Thanks. I still feel bad for making her go out of her way for me. I'll have to work extra hard to make up for it. Jeez, Toa. I actually don't even know what dorm she stays in. Here we go, photography room. You must be Fidelio. You sent in a request about the photography club to the student council, right? Yeah, that's me. I'm actually head of the photography club. Given that you're a first year helping out the student council, I suppose that makes you the Reen I've heard about. Guilty as charged. I believe your request said something about an issue with a first year club member. That's right. I was hoping I could handle on my own, but it's becoming less and less likely. I really want to stop Rex. Oh, we've seen him, though, so would you be willing to lend me a hand? Of course, let's get him. Thanks, I really appreciate it. Like I said, the matter I want to discuss with you concerns a first year by a student the name of Rex. Apparently, he's been taking inappropriate photographs of girls without their permission. And to make matters worse, he's been exchanging them in shady deals with some of the other boys at the academy. Ooh. Well, that definitely sounds pretty sketchy. In fact, it sounds like a blatant violation of the academy's rules. Indeed, it does. I'm not sure exactly what kind of photographs they are or what he's exchanging them for. But the fact that he's violating the rules of the academy is clear. If he keeps it up, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up suspended or even expelled. That's why I want you to stop him before it's too late. That's true, he's practically doomed if the instructors or the girls themselves find out about this. Speaking of which, have you tried discussing this with Rex in private? I've asked about it a few times in passing, but he always plays innocent. I assume he thinks it's safe to continue as long as he doesn't get caught in the act. I see. In that case, let's catch him in the act, bust him while he's exchanging his photos. I wish it didn't have to come to this, but I don't think we have any other choice at this point. But a word of warning, he's been extremely vigilant lately. I think I may have raised the issue one too many times and put him on guard, which is why I'm going to ask you to catch him for me. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Rex and I might be from different social classes, but I've always seen us as friends who share a mutual trust. All I want for him is to understand that what he's doing and stop, but it does make me sad that it's come to this. We'll just have to hope that catching him in the act will give us the chance to show him what he's doing is wrong. I suppose you're right. Either way, he seems to have a number of prearranged spots where he conducts these deals. I managed to work out 2 of them so far. The first is behind the storage building on the field, and the other is near the old schoolhouse. Those spots do seem secluded enough to get away with some shady business. He has a good eye for these things. You're going to want to be careful when trying to get near him, though. He has a knack for sensing danger. Tread very lightly. I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, I'll start looking for him in the 2 spots you mentioned. Yep, let's do it. So since we're already here at the Student Union building, I guess the old schoolhouse would be the first place to look, since it's the closest. Hey, you. Oh, hey, Patrick. I see you're hard at work again as the Student Council's errand boy. Though I can hardly imagine a more fitting role for a ringleader of Class of Misfits. He almost seemed kind of down after last month, like he regretted what he said. But it looks like we're back to the old Patrick again. What are you smiling about? I hope you're not expecting an apology for what I said last month, because if so, you'll be waiting a long time. I admit, losing my composure like that wasn't befitting of my status as a member of the nobility, but yeah, I get it. I don't feel bent out of shape or anything, so let's just put it behind us, okay? Trying to feign nonchalance, are you? Always have to be the cool one, don't you, Schwarzer? No matter. I'll leave you to take care of whatever menial chores you've been saddled with today. But I have no intention of letting you get the better of me again, in the classroom or in combat, so be ready. Uh-huh. What was that all about? I guess that means he really has been dwelling on what happened last month this whole time. Maybe he's not half bad after all. He's just got that noble ego. Well, safe to assume it's not happening here. Yeah, so I guess they want us to go there first. Oh, Patrick then came over here to sit down. Guess we can see how Laura's doing today real quick. Hopefully not getting upset at, what's her name again? Really, focusing on my swimming has proven a good way to rid my mind of unwanted thoughts. Now for one more set. Alright. Planning on staying late again, Monica? I get that you want to improve and all, but I can't see pushing yourself like this ending well. This is the only way I'll ever be able to get onto Laura's level, and I'm not going to stop until that happens. Monica. Alright. Just don't kill yourself doing it. Aha! Oh man, this picture is great. Rex, you're an artist, a genius even. Haha, I don't mean to brag, but you're totally right. I am a genius. Found him. Looks like Fidelio hit that nail right on the head. How fitting would it be if Reen actually took a picture of this happening in the act? Now I just need to see a deal go down. So, have you got the goods? Of course, man. I brought top quality stuff. Now we're talking. Let's get... Hold up. What's going on, Rex? Don't tell me it's that Fidelio guy again. Nah, not him. It's just a feeling. Let's split for now. We'll meet back up at Area B. Got it? Got it. Why'd it get so quiet all of a sudden? What the? They're gone. Wait, did he sense I was here and run away? Sure seems that way, right over those boxes by the looks of it. So this is what Fidelio meant by him being really good at sensing danger. He'll be a tough one to catch. It's not going to happen if I waste my time standing around here, though. Better find out where he went. I assume the second location, the old schoolhouse. Rain, you just need to erase your presence. Be a master like Cassius and Arios. Yep. We're out in the open. There he is. Same guy from before is with him, too. He should have the pictures on hand, so now would be the time to ask. Sorry, do you have a minute? Who's that? Have you got a new customer? Nah, pretty sure that's Reen from Class 7. You know, the guy who's always helping out the student council? Damn, we had just closed the deal, too. He might have been the one you noticed earlier, then. No doubt about it. And he's heading straight for us. We can't let him see the stash, though. What are we gonna do? He's already pretty close. Don't worry, I've got a plan. If we make it out of here alive, we'll meet again. We'll meet at point C. You ready? Yeah. I've got some questions for you two. Whoa, what are you doing over there in that revealing swimsuit, Alisa? He actually fell for that. Wait, Alisa? Why would she even be in a... Son of a... And they're gone already. Well, they're fast, if nothing else. They got me good this time. It didn't seem like they'd finished their trade, though. I've been to the places Fidelio mentioned, but it seems like they had another meeting spot. They'll want a place, no one will find them. Maybe a building that's not used very often. I better start searching then. A building that's not used very often. Well, there's an easy way to find out. Well, I was going to say maybe we'll just see it on the map, but... No one really goes in the auditorium, right? By the way, I totally don't remember where we're actually supposed to go, so if I'm right, this is a total guess. The auditorium's open. Okay, well, I guess I got it right. Maybe he found his way in here. Aha! So they don't actually give you... I mean, the auditorium looks exactly like the one from Trails in the Sky as well. Got the back rooms over here. Nice, I'll take this one. Well, then, it was a pleasure doing business with you. God, seriously again? Okay, gotta go later. Wait up, Rex. Okay, hand it over. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you, but you shouldn't have that photo. Guess I'm sunk. Fine, here you go. Reen confiscated the offending photo. It's just a normal picture of Toa. Is this present Toa? I'm a big fan, alright? What, you got a problem with that? Not exactly. I wasn't really sure what to expect when I heard Rex was taking inappropriate photos, but... It's just a picture of her working like she always does. Isn't it great? It's Toa in her natural habitat. How can your heart not melt when you see the sweet look of determination? Sneaking a picture like this is an art, and you can't deny that Rex is a master of it. It's a normal picture. Well, I really can't. But he still took this photo without permission, so... Yeah, I figured as much. That's why I handed it over. But are you sure you should be standing here while Rex gets away? Yeah, good point. I can tell he's still somewhere in the auditorium, though. Seems like he's planning on hiding out in here, hoping I'll leave. I got some bad news for you, Rex. Either way, I'd better not catch you buying candid photos again. Got it? Yeah, got it. Well, there's... Is he gonna be on the top area? There aren't many places to hide here. Bro, you're not hiding well at all. Sorry, Rex, it's over. There's nowhere to run. Just come quietly and brace for a lecture from Fidelio. How'd you even think to look up here? There's nowhere else in here to look! Alright, the game's up, Rex. Hand over all the photos you taken without the subject's permission. And don't even think about holding on to the photo quartz you used to take them. Fine, this is all I've got left, though. Fidelio took the photographs and photo quartz from Rex. Wow, they're remarkably varied, aren't they? None of them are even really, like, bad. Like, you were expecting some scandalous, like, photos, like, when they're, like... I'm not even gonna get into that, but you should know what I mean. But yeah, these are just mostly normal photos. I'd say the most, like, risque one, and it isn't even. How do you even get that picture of Alisa? Like, that's so close. How would she not notice him? Same thing with the girl on the far left. Like, you'd literally have to kneel down in front of the horse. Like, how would she not notice you? That's interesting. But yeah, the most risque one is like the Laura one. Okay, she's in a swimsuit, but it's not even like a risque shot. And it looks like there are even more in the photo courts too. Well, yeah. These are really nice photos though, I'm surprised. So am I. They're all very characteristic of the girls featured in them. They really convey each girl's individual charms. So you like them too then? They're beautiful photographs, I'll give you that. So, but that doesn't change the fact that they were taken without the girl's permission. It doesn't matter how well taken a picture is if its subject doesn't want to be photographed. I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say here, don't you? I guess, yeah. Like, he doesn't seem like a bad kid as a whole. By the way, we heard you're exchanging them with some of the other students. That's right, I'm afraid we're going to need to ask you to give whatever you traded for, too. Fine. Rex handed Fidelio a magazine. It's full of pictures of girls. Well, at least he wasn't selling them for Mira. So now what happens to me? If the photos were too risque, I was going to tell you to leave the club. But I think I know just the way to put this all behind us. Fidelio tore up the photographs and put the photo quartz under a bright light, utterly destroying the photographs on it. No, all my hard work, all my blood, sweat, and tears. Compared to having the instructors find out about what you were doing, this is a cakewalk. Well, that's true. I doubt anyone other Fidelio would have forgiven me for what I did either. Well, you're a top-notch photographer after all. I know you'll do great things if you put your mind to it. You really think so? I'm sorry I haven't been coming to the club for a while, too. As long as you realize what you did was wrong, I have no intention of harping on the matter any further. Looks like everything's okay between them now. That's a relief. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you to stop taking pictures of girls, but just make sure you get their permission in the future, okay? I'm sure the photographs you take will turn out even better that way. Okay. Well, there you go. The stuff with Rex wasn't as bad as you'd expect. You're really expecting some, like, really pervy, like, photographs being taken, but no, he was just taking very basic, normal photos. But, yeah, that's gonna be it. So next time we'll handle our other optional quest and then head to the old schoolhouse. So that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.